Well, what great news to wake up to on a Tuesday morning. I know you've all been waiting for signing news, and no better signing news than the club captain returning, wait for it, a 15th season. And Jonathan Phillips joins me. Jono, firstly, good evening to you. This going out on Tuesday morning. I know the signature was inked a fair few weeks ago, but it's nice to get it out in the domain, isn't it? That you're back for a 15th year.
Yeah, it's nice to get some news out to all the fans, and I'm sure everyone's been kind of itching and waiting to see what kind of guys are coming back. I'm sure they'll be disappointed that it was my name come out first, and
Oh,
but
surely not.
no, great.
Um,
Yeah, you
has
never know,
it
do
been
you? You never
frustrating?
know.
You know. Has it been frustrating that the deal was done a few weeks ago, and when you bump into somebody at Morrison's or you're filling up the car, they go, "Are you coming back, Jono?" And you couldn't say, "Of course I am."
Um, not really, to be honest. I mean, I think for I've always said that I'll keep playing. So I mean, not that I've said come out and outright said that I've signed back, but yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just I guess you just think, yeah, I'll keep signing back as long as I'm keeping fit, and as I've said before, then I always want to play for the Steelers, and I think when the day comes to kind of hang them up, then I'd certainly let it be known beforehand.
Has there been much communication with Aaron since the end of the season? Not just about your signing, but maybe about other signings and the Steelers in general. Does he give you a call and ever say, "What do you think about this?"
No, not about that. I mean, I think that's the coach's job. He likes to, keep everything, his cards close. And but it's he has called a couple of times, just say hello and see how things are, see how the summer's been going, locked up here, and yeah, nothing, no kind of business being talked.
Do you feel there's a little bit of unfinished business that the year, of course, the year ended early, but we did so well in the Challenge Cup. Maybe the league might have been a tad out of reach, but we proved against Cardiff that come playoff time, that group actually could have gone on and done something a little bit more.
Oh, massively. It was really disappointing, wasn't it? Just I think it was all the boys were excited to finish that season. It
Mm.
was we've seen in the past how close things can be, and yeah, we let a bit of a lead slip, but there was so much hockey to be played, and I think that Challenge Cup win really gave us a boost, and yeah, we were excited to kind of finish that year off and see what we actually could win.
When we look back at the Jonathan Phillips career in Sheffield, and I know you and I have spoken about this a trillion times, we talked about a core. And I guess if we go back to the Legui core, the Sarich core, then yourself and Mark and Jason, do you think this year, which is going to be very different to the last couple of years, where we've changed pretty much the whole team, and then the next year changed the whole team, this year that's coming, we're going to get back to having a core group of individuals who know Sheffield, who know the Steelers way, who know your way, and that will help us for that season going forward.
Yeah, definitely, and I think you look at last year's team, and there's a lot of guys who you really could kind of look at and say, we need them as core guys. And so I think, going forward here is something. Yeah, we've said that it was a rebuilding season, but yeah, I think without going into too much detail, who's back and who's not, but it's going to be um,
Yeah.
definitely a good call is being put together.
In all my years, starting in Solihull and then the 29 in Sheffield, I've never met a more team first bloke than your good self. But when you look at the numbers, your individual numbers are just off the charts. 889 Steelers games, first in appearance, you're sixth in points, three league titles, three playoff titles, a Challenge Cup, a 2020. Not important to many of us, except for Dan Green, but hey, at 2020. And I noticed on the records a Charity Shield. I can't even remember the Charity Shield, to be honest. But
I can't.
no, okay, yeah, we won it, and you were captain for it as well. Congratulations. Um, Well, when you see those individual things in 889, obviously the 1,000 Steelers games is one that's ahead. Do you ever look at those individual numbers and think, blimey, if I can stick around another couple of years here, it's just going to get bigger and bigger, and the legacy is something that does the legacy ever get into your mind?
No, not at all. It's. I mean, I still picture
Well, it
myself
should,
as.
man, because the numbers are outstanding. It should get into your mind because
I
it's
think.
not just, it is about the team, but your individual numbers are something that aren't just very good. They're extremely special. They're extremely unique, if you like, in the whole of British hockey. It's something you should be very proud of.
Yeah, definitely, I am. But I think for me, that's something I'll once I'm finished and a couple of years down
Yeah.
the line, then you kind of look back and be like, wow, I got to do this, I did that. So I think that's where all that comes in. But as I was saying, I think for me, I still feel like I'm a kid living his dream, and so it's not going to be until the future, and you look back and you can kind of look back and say, I did that. I lived my dream, and I also did this as well alongside it. Is fantastic.
It is indeed. A lot of things. You're a dab hand at these online videos now. I turn on the Elite League site, you're on that. Ice Hockey UK, you're on that. I turn Free Sports on like that. The one thing I think most Steelers fans will want to know is what a great kitchen you've got. I mean, that was what you
Oh,
did
am
a
I in the
couple of
kitchen?
years. Is
Oh,
that
I
the
didn't know.
extension? Is that the Yeah, is that the extension you did a couple of years ago?
It is. It is, but yeah, there's the old coffee machine in the background.
I like the
Is
coffee
it
machine. I
right?
think the fans will like that. Yeah. That's one of the good things about all these videos. You get into Gary Lineker's house, Ian
But
Wright's house, Jonathan Phillips' house.
but there's only the coffee machine. The rest is tiny. That that could have been
what?
something on
What?
your when years ago you were trying to do a MTV crib style and you were trying to come
Yeah,
round. So I think this is
that
the
would have been
closest
good.
you'll
That would have
get.
been good. Yeah. I've actually got the owner phoning me now. I'll just turn him off. I'll use you as an excuse. Tell me the communication now. We're talking like this. What about the communication between all you boys? I know you've got the WhatsApp group, but is there much backwards and forwards? I know you're doing stuff with Danny, but do you speak to the rest of the guys in the summer much?
Yeah, quite a bit. We'll always kind of text back and forth, see what's going on, and send Ebbs a little bit of banter every now and then, and he'll read the message 3 weeks later, reply another month later, and then the next thing he turns up and the season started. So that's how the summer went last year with him. But yeah, no, to be honest, I do tend to keep in touch with quite a few of the guys from the past, and certainly from this team.
John, when you're talking to the boys, is there much chat about the start of next year? Is it is it August, September, October, November, December? I mean, Boris doesn't know, and if he doesn't know, Tony doesn't know, and if Tony doesn't know, we're all screwed. But is there a bit of chat between the lads? When do you think I'll be coming over? Or
Yeah, it's been constant to be honest, and trying to get updates, and but as you said, Tony's not going to know until Boris knows and tells us, and so I think we've all kind of stopped trying to speculate now. Is just kind
yeah,
of it's like going around in circles, isn't it? So and until something comes out on the news, then I guess we're not gonna really know, are we?
no, we've had a bit of fun with Dowdy and Davy Phillips on the working out with Danny over the last couple of weeks. Obviously, you guys have. I noticed a smirk there. I noticed a smirk. You smirked. You smirked as if to say
No.
you're a fat 54-year-old. Um, Remember what happened to Gord Baldwin? Just remember that look. Just remember that look. Um, you're obviously working out with Danny. I'm assuming most days, and he's keeping a check on you. When you don't have an end date, is it harder to get up and get motivated to pump iron, hit the treadmill, ride the bike?
Yeah, there can be. You almost got to change your motivation a bit, and I mean because we're not in the gym, we're doing something different. Is actually not too bad. It's something new, so it is. It's it's not that same monotonous routine kind of thing. So at the moment is just nice to get a sweat and to be doing something. I managed to get one of the bikes from the arena, which has been great. So I've got that set up here, and then we've been going on the Zoom calls with Danny, and is actually good for the beginning of each summer. We always try and kind of correct the bodies again, because you try and get length throughout the muscles and open up our hips and things like that. So it's kind of been a perfect time to really nail that down and get the body prepared for, hopefully, when the gyms do open at some point, we can kind of start on the power and the explosive exercises.
Okay, and just to conclude, do you still get as excited in the summers for the start of the year to come around? Do you still look forward to that training camp and the introduction and meeting the guys for the first time and getting back together?
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's what I meant earlier when I said I think I'll know when I'm ready to be done. It'll be those summers where you're not looking forward to getting back to training and working out and all those things, and I enjoy it as much now, if not more, than I did before. So yeah, I can't wait to get going.
Okay, well, Johnny, you've made everybody's morning as they turn on their laptops and computers and phones for the fantastic news that for a 50, can you believe it's 15 years as well?
No, it's flown by, absolutely flown by.
Yeah, I can remember the first time I met you, which was at when we did the introduction, and we did it in a cinema, didn't we? And we introduced you and the
Yes,
whole
yeah,
team
yeah.
out at the cinema in the first year. And well, whenever the shirt launches, you'll be leading the charge again. Thanks for making our morning, and for a 15th year, it's good to know that the club's in great hands. And congratulations on the new deal.
Thank you, mate. Can't wait to see you all soon.